There are, throughout history, many people who believe that their ability to disregard court orders is a superpower. Most of those people came to regret that and discovered that it was, in fact, a fundamental weakness. The Supreme Court has been very, very clear that everyone must follow a court order until that order is dissolved. They're willing to expedite appeals. They're willing to do everything they can to set aside bad court orders. But while that order is on the books, no one has the right to disregard it. In the 1960s, there were some orders issued against civil rights protests that were flagrantly contrary to the First Amendment that were appealed. But the Supreme Court said that even if it was a completely illegal order, you can still be held in contempt of court for violating it, and its illegality is not relevant to whether you were in contempt. We've seen several judges announcing that the administration is violating their court orders without specifically finding anyone in contempt. If you or I did that, we'd be in jail. But as respect for the executive, courts have issued warnings and admonitions, and I suspect they will continue to issue warnings and admonitions. Courts are very ingenious in finding ways of vindicating their authority. If the administration either keeps refusing to comply or declares they're going to refuse to comply, the courts can do a great many things, including finding people in civil contempt. I've seen some commentators say, well, if the courts find people in contempt, the president will just pardon them. The president cannot pardon civil contempt. So they can say, you will go to jail until you release these funds that you had no business impounding. And there's nothing the president can do to get that official out of jail.